Alright, our second block, Mike and I. Mike Hansen, Kelly Shaw, Rocky Mountain Sasquatch organization. Mike comes out here with me once in a while. He is a fisherman, he's a hunter, he's a prospector, and once in a while I turn him into a Bigfooter. And today he's helping me look for Squatch evidence back here in Rough Hollow. We just come out of Sasquatch Canyon. This is our second block, and he's an expert tracker. Him and Brody spend a lot of time out in the woods together prospecting, and you know, I call Brody Indiana Jones, and Mike comes from that same DNA, you know. He's an adventurer, a hunter, and a woodsman.
We try.
So I always surround myself with the best outdoorsmen when I go squatching, because Squatch is going to make me my girlfriend. I need people like this to drag me off the mountain. By the way, those of you that follow us, we're down below the bear cave, and I'm going to film us going into the bear cave location. That's usually where the Bigfoot behavior picks up.
Interesting. One thing, Kelly.
Yeah.
I will show you right here if you've got that rolling.
Yep, the camera's going.
This is lamb's ear. It's indigenous around here. And,
if you guys watching this, the coloration's weird, is because it's dusk and we're in the shadow, and I got the infrared on the camera on. That's why the color's not right.
this is grows around in these areas, and if you ever get stinging nettle on you, you can use lamb's ear to rub over any part that you've had with the stinging nettle.
That's also, if I don't have toilet paper on me, that's what I'm looking for. That's the only leaf that I trust on my most delicate parts.
Yeah, and that's lamb's ear. Not all of it's frozen yet, but it's close to.
Yeah, it's getting really cold.
Cold nights, and it will. But that stuff's ideal. And what's interesting is oftentimes where you find stinging nettle, you'll often or usually find lamb's ear growing close to it.
Right, and I noticed that we passed some stinging nettle next to the creek, and this isn't even 50 yards away, and we're finding lamb's ear.
Yeah, and they call it lamb's ear because if you look at those, they look just like a little lamb's ear.
And it's soft like a little lammy.
It's soft as a lamb's ear. It's awesome.
Heck yeah. I oftentimes will come across that just like Mike's doing. Look, Mike's going to take that with him. If he gets stung by stinging nettle the rest of the hike, he's got the antidote with him right in his pocket.
That's right. Though hopefully most of the stinging nettle's all died off by now.
Alright, I'm going to walk up this way. This is kind of the way I like to go through here, Mike.
No problem.
Alright. At this point, this is a bottleneck, and we have no choice but to walk inside the wash, the riverbed. I'm sure this is only a riverbed in the first melts offs of the spring, and then the rest of the time it's either a creek or a stream. But it bottlenecks just before the bear cave.
Where did you set that game cam last night?
You and Jenny sat it, but I remember where you sat it. It's probably past this pine tree right here.
Look at this tree. It's been knocked over for so long. Look at it's growing its own trees upward off of its branch.
Oh, look, yeah. The redwoods do this.
Yeah.
It must have enough root in the ground that it keeps growing, but its branches are turning into little trees that are coming off of it. I don't know if any of you viewers have been to the California redwoods, but a tree that's totally dead, and they seem to never die. That's why they live for 3,000 years, but they'll be laying on the ground, total roots uprooted, and they'll grow a new tree. And some of these trees will grow for 1,500 years that sprout up on the side of them. It's pretty neat seeing a pine tree doing that. I don't know the type of pine tree that is. It looks a lot like a fir to me, but
it's a Douglas fir.
Oh, okay. See, Mike's a specialist in botany and natural fauna and plant life in our local area, and I think the only reason I know that it's a fir is because he's coached me several times in the past. So anyway, let's get up to the game cam and we'll pull that off. Let's see if we got anything. Oh, we've heard so many vocalizations in Rough Hollow. We've got like 8 vocalizations on our website at www.rmso.net on the audio section. 8 of the 12 come from Rough Hollow. We get more vocalizations in Yellowstone Canyon than Rough Hollow, but you can't control the ones that you capture, and the ones that we've captured more here than anywhere else. But we spend more time here than anywhere else too. Oh yeah, we're not to the big game cam yet. Look at the snow in the Rocky Mountains. You guys remember Tom Fasano last Saturday putting that video out about the cold snap in Florida, and he's telling us about the cold snap, and he's in a tank top. Yeah, we're in a cold snap. I've got a heavy coat on, and I'll tell you what, Tim Fasano, you're out here in a tank top, you'd be having a very bad day in the Rocky Mountains. You should feel blessed to be able to chase skunk apes.
This ain't bad. I'm telling you, this is...
You hike around, you warm up. I know before me and you started up here, I was like, oh my gosh, it's cold, but wish I'd have brought gloves like you. Yeah, Kelly wasn't prepared. He's got like 3 or 4 pair of gloves. And
share one of my gloves with you.
Yes.
Well, the left one or the right one?
I don't care. I'll just put the right one backwards. My right hand's cold. Thanks, Michael.
Not a problem.
Sharing the warmth.
Those gloves are good doing.
Yeah.
Except when you need to relieve yourself.
Yeah, I had Jenny hold the camera because I didn't want to stop filming because it was dark, and I went to relieve myself, and it was the first weekend we had this camera, and the mic is just powerful on this, and I went like 50 feet away and did my business and stuff, and then I posted the video, and 3 or 4 days later, I can't remember who it was, but they're like, hey dude, you might want to turn the camera off when you go to the bathroom, try and keep it classy.
Yeah, dude, nobody wants to see that.
Nobody wants to hear it, you mean? They don't want to hear it. I didn't want them to hear it either. I thought I was far enough away from the cam. Now I know. This is a good mic. Yeah, we really want to get back up in there where you've been glassing. It's funny, I think Mike and Brody are the same breed. Everywhere I go with either of these two, they're always glassing the same places.
That's a good vantage point.
Mm-hmm.
If a Bigfoot wanted to, it could heave a rock right there and crush your head, dude.
Oh yeah, there's no question in my mind. If Bigfoot wanted to harm you, he would. They're very shy animals. For, you know, they have the ability to take you out.
Hard to kill you.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll see some elk. We should probably be quiet.
We'll be quiet. Okay, I'm starting a new block.